How you guys doing? Yes, people. Happy Valentine's Day for every single Arsenal fan out there. How you all doing, people? It's a wonderful day to celebrate Valentine, isn't it? A perfect Valentine gift from Leeds, people. How you all doing? You all right? If you're joining me on Instagram right now and you want to come on live, please come to my YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now, and I'm going to be getting a few guests. I'm going to be getting Ada. I'm going to be getting Claude. And we're going to be discussing the post-match analysis. And we'll be also hearing from a few people that are going to be commenting as well. How you all doing? Did you enjoy the game between Arsenal and Leeds? Did you guys expect the scoreline? Did you expect Arsenal to win? Did you think it was going to be another losing streak for Arsenal? Let me know your thoughts, people. Let me know your thoughts. Akuma, how you doing? How you doing? Have you checked your Discord yet? Check your Discord. I think I sent you a message on Discord. So you might want to check it. Listen, people. I don't think anyone expected that scoreline. Maybe I'm talking gibberish, but I want to hear your thoughts about the game. What did you think about the game? Did you think that was a performance that was befitting of an Arsenal side, or was it just mere luck? What did you guys think about it? I felt that these guys actually went out there to attack and to hurt these guys. Let's be real. Leeds' attack is always very good, but the defense is shambolic. They have the second worst defense this season, people. So I was actually expecting goals. What I wasn't expecting was goals against Arsenal. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because we have the second best defense in the league. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, people. It is what it is. It's one of those games where I felt the guys kind of stepped up, in my opinion. I felt the likes of Odegaard playing and the likes of Emil Smith Rowe playing. It was a different ball game. It was a different tactics. I haven't seen so much of this kind of tactics from Arsenal, in all honesty. It was quite attacking. You have the likes of Ceballos that can create. You have the likes of Odegaard as well, who has the ability to be able to hold on to possession and not lose the ball, but also play the ball forward. I think we saw a little bit of glimpses of the Wenger days in that game, in my opinion. I saw a little glimpses of the Wenger days from the attacking. But then there were, little times that we kind of lost concentration. And I think because we lost concentration, we considered some of those goals. Do you know what I mean? Let me get Akuma in. Akuma, how are you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, brother? Good. Happy Valentine's, brother.
Are you camera shy or something? You never put I don't even know how you look.
Okay, I'll put my camera on if you want me to.
Why? Yeah, I mean, this is a video stream, innit?
Okay, let me put
if you're not comfortable doing it, that's fine.
No,
I just wonder why
everyone was doing it. Let me just check if I can get this to work.
I need to start knowing the people I'm talking to. Maybe that's the reason why you don't put your video, because it's really dark. I don't bloody see your face, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right there. Yourself?
Good, man. I'm supposed to be getting Claude on. I don't know if he's falling asleep or something. I'm also supposed to be getting Ada on, but I'm not sure where she is. So yeah, I just thought we'll get kicking anyways until they come. If they join us halfway, then that's fine.
Good.
So what did you think about the game today? I'm gonna ask your opinion first. What do you think about the game?
To be fair though, I think it was one of them games whereby at the start of the game I wasn't as invested as I was, because I've kind of written off the league. I think I was more just watching it to enjoy it now. Last couple of games, you're just nervous. If we win this, we can go top. But now, since we lost the 2 games, any hopes of that? So it's like it's more or less a game whereby everything's lost in the league, and you just watch it just for the enjoyment of it. So, but I think that probably was quite affected the players as well. That's why I felt the players were more relaxed in the first half. They want us as tense, hence why that's why the performance came out today.
It's quite interesting you say that, because I'm just watching the game now as a football fan, just to kind of enjoy it and if it helps us to get far, I'm fine. But I'm not watching the game now with the hopes of getting into top 4 or maybe top 6. I'm just watching it as a football fan now. You know what I mean?
What will happen is Arsenal probably could go on a good run, and when you expect them to, if we do this, we could beat Spurs, all of a sudden they'll let you down.
They break your heart.
They'll break your heart. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they break your heart. Mossy boy, check your Discord. Check your Discord, Mossy boy. What's up with you guys? You guys don't check your Discord, or don't you get an alert? Freaking hell, man. You guys are making me talk too much. Anyway.
Yes.
Right. So, okay. So, listen, I totally agree with you. What about Aubameyang? What's your take on Aubameyang today?
Yeah, I thought Aubameyang played well today. I think he has something to prove today, and rightly so. And great hat trick from him. But there's one comment I wanted to mention about Aubameyang, and this is much sounding a bit controversial. Do you think it's captain material? The only reason why I say that is why he just does interviews when we win. He's supposed to do interviews when we win, lose, or draw. And that's something I have noticed with Aubameyang, you see.
Sorry, what do you mean? Sorry, say that again.
Sorry.
What do you say about interviews? Can you put that off because we can hear ourselves?
I think someone else is joined us.
Oh, Claude. Claude, we can actually hear. We can hear ourselves. I think that's Claude. And I thought that was you. Sorry.
Yes, Claude needs to probably mute himself.
Claude, don't you want me to see your beautiful face today?
No, because I'm eating.
Freaking hell, man! You're eating and you're coming to my life. You know, the only thing I'm eating today is popcorn, yeah. And now you want me to start salivating.
Trust you to start a show when someone brings me food to the table.
Shit. Anyway, good idea though. I don't want to see you eating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just grab it from you, anyways. Anyway, so once you finish, you can show us your face. So right. So what are we even saying?
Yeah. So I was just saying about the controversies about. Do you think Aubameyang? Don't get me wrong. I'm not doubting his performance.
No. Go on.
Saying, the captain. Do you think he's captain material? The only reason why I say that is why is it that he does interviews when he's winning, but a captain for Arsenal should do interviews, win, lose, or draw. And that's where I got my...
Okay, so there are two questions you've asked there, right? One of it is whether he's captain material.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't see him as the captain I want, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not. For me, he doesn't do a lot of talking. He's very quiet. He's a very quiet captain.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, right?
Yeah.
I want someone that is going to charge me up and motivate me. They say he doesn't talk in the dressing room. He's not the type, and he said it himself. He said it himself in one of his interviews. He's not the type that's going to back down at you like the likes of Henry Vieira. He's not going to do that, or the Tony Adams. He's not that. And the kind of captain I want is someone that has a little bit of iron hand. Then the second question you asked was about interviews. I don't think interviews are determined by the guys that want to interview you, not the captain. So usually you find out that if you look at them leaving the pitch, you find out that they call them, okay, come, maybe the man of the match or whatever, they call them and ask them. And then in some cases, they turn it down. If they turn it down, then they can then move on to someone else that volunteers or someone else that is willing. But I don't think that the ones that raise their hand up and say, hey, I want to do an interview. No, it's not usually like that. Okay. So in today's performance, because he's the man of the match,
I
have the hat trick, and that's the reason.
Yeah, but I just don't want. It's just more of a situation whereby it's great that when things are going well, but a true captain is there through thick and thin, for the good times, the bad times, and stuff. And the only person that seems to do that for me is either David Luiz or Tierney.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Let me just quickly share. So while I'm trying to share this, Claude, I don't know, can you talk or are you still eating?
No, go on, carry on. What's up?
Yeah, so I mean, what's your take on Aubameyang today? I just asked.
Excellent performance. Especially the first half, I thought he was excellent. But I said it before the game that this is the sort of games that are good for us because they're very open leads, make it very easy, open game, and you can get at them. And we got at them straight from the start. We went toe to toe, like I said we should do, and they were surprised by it, and we went 4-0 up. Then when they came back, I thought showed a bit of naivety. Instead of trying to see the game out, we showed a bit of naivety. But they didn't have enough chances anyway to get the game back. But I thought it was okay. Great performance first half. Second half, first 10, 15 minutes, okay. For first half an hour, very, very sloppy.
Okay. So for me, right, I kind of agree with both of you in terms of Aubameyang. And let me just add Adza here. Adza, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm fine, Tade. Hi,
yeah, what's good?
Hi. 1 minute. I don't know when my TV's come on suddenly.
You need tech support, brother.
Honestly, man, you need tech support, man. You need tech support. Anyway, Adza, how are you doing? What are your thoughts on the game? Thanks for joining. As usual, African time. But I'll forgive you. You're just 10 minutes. You're just 10 minutes late today, so I'll forgive you.
Please forgive me. Happy Valentine's. I mean,
oh yes, happy Valentine's, everyone. I think I said it in the beginning,
thank
right?
you. It was a good one. It was a different kind of Arsenal. Not crazy about clean sheets, releasing the handbrake, freeing that midfield, not playing two holding midfielders, and keeping the ball in your half. This was a risky one. We considered goals. It was our first 2 goals considered at home in 2021, as the commentator told us.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, first 2 goals considered at home in 2021. Yeah. So I mean, this is a game. It's a different kind of game. We have Odegaard, we have Ceballos, and all of that. I kind of like it to the extent that we play stable center halves. I don't have so much faith in Luis and Gabriel. Sorry.
Oh, is it? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just feel that they have the same strengths and weaknesses. There's no stability there. Both of them can be a bit shaky. Why not introduce Holding or Mari? Either way. So you don't have, it's either you have a Gabriel or David Luiz. You don't pair them, actually.
I think what's happened. I kind of I mean, honestly, I kind of understand where you're coming from in terms of balance, right? I think what's happened is the fact that Holding has played the highest number of games this season, himself and Bellerin. And if you look at every team this season, at least maybe those guys may need to rest 1 or 2 games. Do you know what I mean? And let's be honest, that guy's played, I think, 20 games this season. Bellerin has played 20 as well. The 2 of them have played, apart from Ben Leno, obviously, they've played the highest number of games. So I can't understand, him having a rest. And the likes of Gabriel and Luis, they only have about 14 games to their name, 15 games, apologies, to their names. And they have the least amount of games in that partnership in the defense. So I kind of understand, resting them and all that. However, I said it earlier on, I don't think that goal, the one we considered from the corner, was entirely Luis' fault, because I think Saka was the one.
Yeah, I think something you have to realize, it was a good delivery and a good header. Sometimes these things happen. Yeah,
it was a good delivery and a good header, and I felt that he was going for the header, but he got muscled out. He got muscled out, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Hey, excuse me, what's with all this happy Valentine? All this, it's commercial blackmail. It's commercial blackmail. It is commercial blackmail.
Okay, what do you expect? It's been miserable. It's been miserable for the last year in lockdown. So at least let's have some happy moments. At least
there's no happy moments. No, it's happy today. But what did this headline? What's this Valentine stuff?
Can I not celebrate Valentine in peace?
No. Can I not celebrate?
Can I not celebrate Valentine in peace?
Cameras on now.
Commercial blackmail. Commercial blackmail. That's what it is.
At least I can celebrate Valentine in peace. Let me celebrate Valentine in peace, please.
I do not want to see commercial blackmail.
You should be happy. You should be happy that you're alive, and you should be happy that you can. You should be happy that you can spend, a good day like Valentine with your Arsenal fellows on here, as well as with a win.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing. You get ripped off every year.
Whether you like it or not,
never get ripped off. It's commercial blackmail.
Claude,
if you love a woman, if you love a person, you do it 365 days a year. You don't need one day for an excuse. It's bullshit. It's utter bullshit.
They're just reminders.
Absolute bullshit. People like you all the time.
Let's face it, as men, we forget anniversaries, we forget birthdays, we sometimes even forget our birthdays, our children's birthdays.
I forgot my birthday years ago, my friend.
As reminders.
When you get to my age, you forget your birthdays.
Yeah, but
that's you, man, because you're old school. To cut long story short, Claude, happy Valentine's. Anyway, Mossy Boy.
Yes. I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Mossy Boy. Great. Sorry you came in when we were arguing about Valentine,
That's fine.
Anyway, okay. What's your take? I'm asking everyone this question. What's your take on Aubameyang today? I think I didn't ask that. What's your take on Aubameyang? And
I think he actually did really well today. I think he actually put what is bothering him in his mind on one side and just concentrate on what he has to do on the pitch today. So that is Aubameyang. We know that he was on the pitch today anyway. So, and you look, he kind of, the first goal, that is what Aubameyang does anyway on that first goal, because that is all he scored last season before we gave him a new contract. that is what he does. So
I mean, just one question to every one of you: were you guys worried? Because I was. Were you guys worried about him playing through the middle? Because I am not a proponent for him playing in the middle. He did play in the middle today. He paid off. He played, But I was worried about him playing through the middle because he doesn't hold up play.
I can understand why you would be worried, because it's very easy to be in hindsight to think I wasn't worried. But let's face it, his last couple of performances in the middle have been atrocious. So yeah, I can understand that. But I suppose if any team that he's going to play down the middle against will be Leeds, because Leeds are open.
Yeah, they're like an open basket.
Leeds are doing low blocks, you see. So
seriously, they are.
For him to do play down the middle would have been Leeds. If it was any other team, like a West Brom, a Crystal Palace, an Aston Villa, it wouldn't work.
But you said that, right? But you say West Brom and Leeds have the highest number of goals conceded this season. Leeds have conceded 40. That's why I said they're like a basket. No jokes. One thing about the problem with Leeds is they concede too many goals.
Are you surprised, Taddy, the way they play? Are you surprised?
No. I'm not surprised. I'm just saying. I'm just accentuating the fact that they don't know how to defend. They just attack and forget about the defense. I mean, look how many times. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Taddy. Listen, like 1 minute, man. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to ask all you lot here. I'm going to ask all you lot in here. Would you keep the same team for Thursday?
No.
Why? I'm just asking, why can't you keep that team for Thursday?
Do you know what?
Different opponents.
Who would you change?
The defenders, like I already said.
Yeah. I can keep the same team. I can keep the same team. So today we concede those 2 goals that we concede today because we thought we won the game 4-0. They just take the foot out of the gas.
Yeah, plus I wouldn't.
That is the reason why we concede those 2 goals.
Yeah,
I don't think it's because we put. Sorry, Akuma. Sorry, go on.
I wouldn't start Odegaard and Smith Rowe at the same on Thursday together. It's either going to be one or the other. Because I still want Pep there.
Just like
2 of them work well. They work together. It's not like one is getting on each other's way.
But this is
Leeds. It's a risk.
It's a risk.
I agree with what Ada was saying earlier about the risk factor. And the risk factor comes from the fact that you're having too many attacks. You have Ceballos, you have Odegaard, you have Emil Smith Rowe. Man, those guys are attacking, man. And you need a bit of assurance at the back a bit. You need a bit of help. The only real defensive midfielder today was Xhaka, and Xhaka is not even the real defensive midfielder, but he was the real defensive midfielder in that team today. So I can understand where Claude is coming with that question. It's going to be dangerous. But then again, we don't even know much about Benfica.
But if I need to take anybody out of that team today, I will take out Smith Rowe. I will give him a rest.
Yeah.
To me, right, when we're 4-0 up, right, we're 4-0 up, right, we close the game off. That's when he should have brought on El Neni at 4-0, not 4-2, 4-0. Close the game off, close them any avenue. If we get another one, good. We've got to learn. Game management has got to be learned. We haven't got game management.
Yeah, I was expecting him to take Oba off. As soon as he got his hat-trick, I was expecting him to take Oba off.
See, when that second goal went in, right, and they had that chance where he missed it, right, he miskicked it at the end. Yeah. It was 4-3. Then they were going to go on and get an equaliser, my friend.
Yeah, they almost got 4-3,
because we would have bottled it.
I'm telling you, I was saying at halftime. Even at halftime, I was like, we already got 3-0 at halftime. Let's save our legs. Let's save Saka. Let's just bring in like whoever,
Well, the thing about these guys was, I don't. In a way, these guys were always going to score. Leeds are those guys are relentless. They keep going.
What happened against Man United 6-2. So that even if they're 5-0 down, they still go for it.
Yeah, but one thing I want to say, one thing I would like to say is the only one mistake the manager made today is from bringing Willian into the game. I'm telling you, he made that mistake. That is the one mistake I would say he made today. Tell me, William came in and he came in like probably 60th minute or 65th minute. He came in. What did he do in that period tonight? He ain't done nothing. and we concede 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, it's not his fault, but it's not doing the right thing. It doesn't. I can count the number of times he touched the ball today.
Yeah, but he was maybe called to just do a job, just to track back and stuff.
But the thing is, we are 4-0 up. The manager needs to be thinking we need to shut Leeds down instead of bringing William in, bringing El Neni to support in the middle and protect the back 4. I'm just shut it down.
I disagree with you, and I'll tell you why.
How?
At the end of the day, as a manager, he's responsible to make sure he gets the confidence of his players. Now, we always say this year, don't bring William on when the game is tight. If you're going to bring him on when we're 4-0 up. And we were 4-0 up when he was.
Yeah, but when we are 4-0 up and 10 minutes to go, bring him on.
Yeah, but you want him to score because at the end of the day, he's still an Arsenal player.
Man, this guy is so short of confidence. If you want to play William when we are playing one of the worst team in the league, or when we are actually playing the worst team in the Europa League.
Sorry, can you speak around the time? Please, Lloyd. I just called you Lloyd. Claude, sorry, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
No, I said at 4-0, that's when Willian should have been brought on and then play on the counter, because it would have been a much more comfortable after. We're already 4 goals up. The game's won. The game is won. No need to chase 5 or 6. We're already there, 4-0 up. We're chased.
Maybe.
All right, we got away with it today. We got away with it today because they have no one to. Their finishing was poor. But on another day and a better team, will get exposed. But then again, having said all that, there won't be many teams like Leeds will be playing this season. That's a one-off. You won't see teams play like Leeds against us. So it was a good for Arteta, because it was a perfect game for him, because we could. They're a very open team, and that was perfect. Where we struggle is when teams have got players behind the ball and are quick on the break. That's where we struggle.
So, okay, quickly, Odegaard's performance today, and we're going to get into player ratings. Odegaard, everyone's. Akuma, Odegaard, what did you feel about him? Personally, I'm going to start with myself before even.
Yeah, sure.
Personally, I felt that he just had a basic game. He's technically gifted, no doubt. He didn't do anything extraordinary, in my opinion. I felt he just kept, the pass ticking, basically, and which is quite important. And I said something on AFTV that, listen, basic is beautiful, and a lot of people need to just understand that you don't need the extravagant, the flamboyant stuff for you to, do a perfect job, in my opinion. So I felt he did an okay job. I don't think he did anything extra. I don't know what you guys feel about him, really. Akuma.
Hence why this is my fear of playing him and Smith Rowe on the same, starting both of them. I think it's one or the other. I agree. He did what he did. He was tidy. I don't know what was his stats on his pass completion.
I don't know. I haven't checked it.
I think he just did the simple things. Really. I think sometimes it's a bit like goalkeepers. This is what sometimes as a goalkeeper myself, I get annoyed. It's like when people say, "Oh, Leno gets a standard 6. He didn't do nothing much." But they don't say from a goalkeeper's perspective. You catch your crosses. Your passing is good. But when people say dismiss it, standard 6, standard 5, you don't realize what stuff you do off the ball, the communication, which prevents goals and stuff. So yeah, I agree with you. I think he just did nothing spectacular, but did what was required. But I don't think him and Smith Rowe can play together. I just have this feeling that Leeds probably got away with it, but I think against a better side, we probably won't be as lucky.
Okay, Claude, what do you think about that? Odegaard?
I'll give him a 7. I thought we played quite.
No, we're not getting into player ratings yet. We'll get into player ratings where I'll give him to you. What do you feel about his performance generally? Obviously, you give him 7, which simply means you thought highly of him.
Yeah, I thought he done well. He done everything. He done everything simple. Done nothing. I thought he was okay. I think. He also provided, with his passing and everything, he provided space for Saka to run into a lot, which people don't see. Listen, I thought he had a great game. I don't think you can play him and Smith Rowe against Benfica though. I think that's a bit risky. But then again, I don't know nothing about Benfica, so I mean, I don't know. Is anyone in this chat room has actually seen Benfica play?
No, but I'm just seeing the table right now, and defensively they're quite strong. They've only conceded 16 goals all season, So they're going to probably be a low blocking team as well. But then again, they scored 32. They are fourth in the Portuguese league, so it's not going to be easy.
Okay, Ada, what about you? What they got today?
I like the way he positioned himself in the game, even winning second balls, being there, creating space for other people to run. He knows when to overlap. It's a bias. You know, he has a really high football IQ. But he didn't do anything extraordinary, as you said. But I feel that he just followed the simple things, especially what Arteta probably told him to do, which is just to ensure that he gets the ball out between Saka and Ceballos get the ball to Aubameyang or Bukayo or something, which is just what he did. I didn't see him miss any glorious opportunity to score. He provided the ball. He released the ball. He didn't keep the ball to himself. He released the ball, and you know, I kind of like what I saw. Do I want him to start with Smith Rowe on Thursday? I'll say no. I prefer him start with Pepe. You know, just as East Partey is injured, so we just keep the team, change the defenders, and then Pepe in, Smith Rowe out.
Interesting. Wow, everyone.
I think Pepe was rested for Thursday. I think.
I think so.
Okay. What about you, Mossy Boy? Odegaard?
Yeah, well, I like him. I just want to see what he's gonna be, what the guy is gonna be like when he's fully fit, because he looks like he can see a lot of things, like a lot of clear passes. But I think he's just a little bit of short of fitness for when he's getting tired. You can tell that the pace of the game is kind of catching up on him, and you know, he can't really pull the string what he's kind of doing in the first half. So I want to see what he's like when he's fully 100%, when he's 100% fit. Then we can actually judge him on that, really. So this is just only one game, and the team we play, they are kind of like Arsenal. They just want to attack. So, and I want to see when we're playing like kind of what Arteta always say, like low block team, and I want to see what he can do against those sort of teams, really. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Relentless.
Say that he did a little dummy one time. Reminded me of Ozil. I think the ball went through his leg.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one.
You can see a lot. You can see a lot of passes. Like today, you can pick up like clean through ball as well.
Sorry.
Bless you, Claude. Happy Valentine. Relentless Guna.
Stop it.
Relentless Guna. Are you there? Relentless Football.
Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me?
What do you feel about Odegaard? We can hear you. What do you feel about Odegaard?
I actually thought he had a pretty good performance. For a second, I thought he got an assist, but it sucks that he didn't get an assist. But I think he played really well. Like you guys were saying, he opened up some spaces, you know, to have a number 10 who actually like moves around a lot. He opens up a lot of opportunities, and I feel like I kind of disagree with what you guys were saying about Emil Smith. I feel like they can actually play in the same team, because I think both of them, because they play. It might not make too much sense, but because they play together, like in the same kind of, they have the same kind of playing style. Like they both kind of like to drift, you know, outside. We receive the ball in the half turn. I feel like they can play together because they both kind of think alike. And I don't want to gas it up too much, but I feel like they linked up pretty well today. Like it was decent. I know it's Leeds and they're going to be open. You know, they always try to go toe to toe with you, but I feel like this is something that we might possibly see, like, you know, a couple more times this season. I feel like they played really well together.
So
yeah, I think it'd be good for.
Just to answer on behalf of everyone, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I assume the reason why everyone is saying what they're saying about them playing together is they're looking at it from the risk of a defensive side of things. So the question I'm going to ask you is, don't you think that is a risk from a defensive perspective? Yeah. I'm not saying they can't play together. We know they can play together, but I suppose they're coming from the angle of
it will probably depend on the team we're playing anyway.
No, the way I look at it is that because if we're talking about defensive, you know, players, you have a player that can do, like, who can stick a foot in, like Ceballos, and then you have Granit Xhaka, who I think he needs to kind of take a seat back, like take a step back in terms of like going forward. He can kind of stay back, and then I look at, because for me, the way I like to see football, I like to see like expansive, you know, good attacking football. I know we don't have, the system yet to play that. Basically what I'm saying is that you play both of them, you're gonna get good football. You're gonna get players who know football, have very high IQ. Like I don't want to overhype things yet, but I think Emil Smith Rowe, he's a very, very good player. He's ahead of his peers when it comes to football. Like I feel like he's a very, very good player, and I think if you play him in Odegaard, I think it'll make Odegaard a bit more comfortable because they have similar playing styles. So you get what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Bless you, Claude. I'm just gonna quickly take some few comments here and then we'll go to
It's not funny. I've got a really bad pain in my stomach as well now. I don't know what I've got here.
Sorry, Claude. There's a message here for you. I just couldn't wait. I just need to take it. Tracy Johnson. I don't know what sort of message he's sending to you here. I don't know. Tell my Claude to hurry up, please. I'm freezing now. Yeah. In my head, I'm thinking about different things here. I'm not sure what that means, but anyway, you've got to find here. Tracy, just a quick one. Emmanuel, how you doing, mate? Playing Willian consistently will ruin Arteta. Yes or no? I don't want no theory from anyone. I'm gonna ask you guys yes or no. Akuma, yes or no?
What's that?
Akuma still there?
Yes.
Okay. Claude, this question right here. Playing Willian consistently will ruin Arteta. A yes or no answer.
Sorry, playing what?
Playing Willian consistently will ruin Arteta.
Well, he's just not playing for Arsenal. He's finished. He was past his best at Chelsea.
Yes or no? Will he
we are not a retirement home for Chelsea players.
Yes or no, Claude? Right. Yes or no? That's how you feel exactly.
No, he should be playing. The thing is, I think Arteta, because it's Valentine's Day, thought he had to play him. I'll say no more than that.
Yes or no? Anyway, that's a yes. Ada, yes or no? Because
no, it's not a yes.
Yes, he has to move on. Willian is just not good enough.
All right, so that's a 3 yes. Yes or no? Mossy boy, is he going to ruin Arteta if he continuously plays him?
Yeah, yes, he's going to ruin. Yes, that's correct. I completely agree with that.
Never mind Arteta, he's going to ruin me. He's going to ruin me. Never mind Arteta.
Yeah, he's going to ruin all of us.
When he comes on, everything just goes.
But Tade, 1 second before we move on. I'm so sorry to be going back. For William to be playing like that, then Ozil must be worse.
Well,
you understand what I mean?
I'm not surprised.
I'm not because Ozil must be worse.
I'm not gonna come here and support Ozil. You guys know where I stand about
Ozil. That's right.
Because I've always had my issue with him, but Ozil is a forgotten issue now.
Teddy, I know you want to move on real quick.
So we just want to move on from William as well. We don't want him. That's what I want to say.
But I feel sorry for him, though. I feel sorry for him. I'm gonna be honest. I feel sorry for him because I don't know. Something is wrong with that guy. Let's be very honest. This is not the same Willian in the preview in Chelsea.
It also could be though. This is only a theory. Maybe the lack of fans. Maybe some players love to play with fans, and he hates.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
The guy doesn't have Arsenal in him. That's the problem.
No. That's
doesn't have.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In as much as we disagree about his performance, I'm not going to agree with that statement you just made personally because simply because you cannot just come and say he doesn't have Arsenal in him. I mean, based on what? On what basis? You can't just say that.
This guy has spent 7 years with Chelsea. You know.
Yeah, but
so are you going to say Luis doesn't play with passion?
But how many years did Luis stay at Chelsea? Luis spend at Chelsea? He left it once. Man, come on.
A lot of clubs have players that don't really love the club. A lot of clubs.
I agree, but
you played for multiple rivals. He don't care. He just wants to get paid.
Yeah. But you conclusively saying that. You're saying that with so much authority. And that's why I'm not. And look, there's some players that they just want to play football, regardless of the club they play for, and they put their heart and soul in it. Even if it's 2 seasons. Are you telling me Sanchez has Arsenal in hand? Are you telling Sanchez that went out and said when he was a kid he wanted to play for Arsenal? When he went to Man United, he said the same thing. When he was a kid, he wanted to play for Man United, and still
he wanted to come back to Arsenal though. He wanted to come back to Arsenal though.
No, the point I'm making is he made that statement, but he still put it heart and soul when he was playing for Arsenal. The point I'm just trying to make you is it shouldn't matter whether you, as a football player, you want to put in your best.
Shouldn't matter. I agree with you. It shouldn't matter. Yeah.
And one quick thing. I know you want to move on. I'm sorry, but one quick thing. You know Tange Ndombele, the one that's at Tottenham. In his interview, you say he always dreamed of playing for Tottenham. Now you know he's lying because when he was young, he probably didn't even know what Tottenham was. So that just goes to show you a lot of players.
We don't know.
Yeah, especially if you're from another country, especially from you're abroad, you don't know what Tottenham is. Like, no disrespect to Tottenham, but he's never heard of it.
You've just disrespected them and said no disrespect. Anyway, quickly. This one is important, and then we'll move on. Quickly,
it's like Robbie Keane supported 5 clubs. If you go by Robbie Keane, he supported 5 clubs when he was a kid.
Liverpool, Tottenham, and which one?
Anyway.
I'm not sure I agree with Osman here, man. Why do people under? Okay, I'm just gonna read it out. Yeah, I hope Holding doesn't start on Thursday. What can you guys tell me exactly what you guys don't like about Holding? Because he's been the mainstay of this defense. He's been the one that's been keeping this clean sheet.
Yeah.
And I find it very, very mind-boggling when you guys say you don't like him. I know he was shaky at some point, but whether we like it or not, he has been the mainstay for the clean sheets and the defense we've had this season, whether we like it or not. So why is it that you guys are always bashing him?
Okay, Tade, I want to ask you one question. One question I want to ask you. Go
on.
My question to you now is, tell me in the team that are top 6 now, tell me which team Holding can go and play for in those top 6 teams.
Man United.
Thank you.
Come on.
Come on. As for him,
so are you telling me Holding is better than Lindelof and what is it called? Manchester United.
Did you see Lindelof today?
Okay.
Some guy jumped over him. He didn't even know.
Yeah, but listen, let me tell you one thing. Yeah, no top 6 team will take Holding. This guy can never improve.
Why would you say that?
That is the highest he can go.
Okay,
he can never improve.
Tottenham will take it.
Wait. No, do you know what I find? What I find a bit. There's something that I don't get. Right? It seems to me, when you don't like someone, you don't want to see the good in this guy.
No, it's not. I don't have any. It's not like I don't like. I like Holding, but it's not good enough to be playing for Arsenal. That's my opinion.
So if he's not good enough, then right now he seems to be the best in the Arsenal defense. So what's your point?
No, it's not the best. It's not the best in the Arsenal defense.
In terms of partnership, right? In terms of partnership, this guy partners well with. Listen, this guy partners well with Gabriel. He partners well with Pablo Mari. He partners well with whoever plays alongside him. Football sometimes is about the partnership
partners
as well.
Why? As Atata has never given, probably Pablo. He has never played Pablo Mari and what is it called, Gabriel together. Let's see those two together as well.
For God's sake, how many clubs in the history of football plays 2 left backs? That's one question I'm going to ask you. 2, because the 2 of them are left-footed. 2, if you were aware of the training that they did recently in Arsenal, they actually paired. Listen, let me just land. They actually paired both Pablo Mari and Gabriel in the training. In case you're not aware, they paired them in the last training session. And there's probably a reason why he wouldn't play the 2 of them together. And he's actually trying it out in training, which tells you he's actually exploring these guys in the training session. But the point I'm trying to make to you right now is what partnership has given us the best number of clean sheets? You have to go by what these guys are doing for the team. You have to. You cannot discount the fact that this guy has kept us clean sheets. You can't.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm trying to say is we should be getting You're not getting my argument here. My argument is Arsenal should be getting a defender that is way better than Rob Holding into that right side of the centre back. That is what I'm saying.
Can someone please rank the defense of Arsenal right now in a descending order from 1 to...
Tade, I understand.
Wait,
am I cutting you off? Sorry.
Go on. Second best now, I think, or the 3rd best in the Premier League. Arsenal's defense.
The 2nd best, actually. We're 2nd best.
Yeah.
We're 2nd after Man City.
I understand what you're saying. You're basically doing it off form and who's been playing the most. Yeah. But basically, what Mosey's trying to.
How else do you want me to rank it?
Yeah, you can go for form, but what I'm saying is that yes, he has been not ridiculously good this season, but he has been like consistent. He hasn't been terrible. But one thing you have to understand is that if we're gonna all of a sudden make a push to be a top 4 team consistently. He's only good enough to be a backup. I don't think he's good enough to start week in and week out in the defense. Even though he's been very good. He's been very good this season. Very good this season. He's been playing with multiple partnerships and he's been like consistent like in the side. But if he wants to be a top 4 team and be like City and be like all these other teams, I'm sorry, he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
You guys are not. Well, see, guys, I wanted the rest of you to come into this. You're not convincing me. Because the reason I say you're not convincing me is you're going by your own gut feeling. No. Listen, you are going by your own gut feeling. You're not giving me any stats. You're not giving me any figures.
No. I like Rob Holding. I like Rob Holding. Don't get me wrong. I like Rob Holding. Like when people were saying to sell him, oh, he should go here, he should go there. I'm like, no. Keep him. He's English. He knows the Premier League. He knows England. We'll keep him. But I'm saying if you want to be a top 4 team, like all these other big teams, he cannot start week in. You can't start week in, week out.
You know, you're repeating. See, relentless football. I've heard what you say. You're repeating yourself. The question I asked you, and no one here wants to tell me, is give me something to back up your facts. What are you basing your facts on of saying it's not good enough? You're not telling me anything. I don't know if anyone is understanding where I'm coming from here. You need to tell me something that's going to make me agree that this guy is not good enough. What else do you want him to do? He's keeping clean sheets. He's heading. He's here. He wins the most headers in the team. That's my own perspective. Tell me what he's not doing, and then I can meet you halfway. But you guys are not telling me. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying here, or am I just talking to myself? You guys are not telling me something.
Teddy, you make a good point. Like I say, I agree with you. He's probably one of our best players. He's suffering from the Xhaka syndrome, whereby because he had dodgy games previous seasons, no matter what he does, we always got to remember his dodginess of his consistency this season. And let's face it, he's been one of our best defenders. If anyone's played more dodgy games, it's been Gabriel. But because Gabriel's a fan favourite, no one wants to be on his case now. And that's where it's coming from. And I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you, Liverpool, if Holden was available, Liverpool will go for him right now. Liverpool are struggling.
That's the answer to your question right there.
Yeah, but is he good enough for Liverpool? Is he good enough to be starting?
Liverpool would have got Holden. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. See,
that's true.
I can understand where you guys are coming from, and I understand that he's made some dodgy, just like Akuma said, he's made some dodgy games, no doubt about it. Now, if you ask me the question, is he one of the best defenders in the world? Probably not. But is he doing the job right now? Yes. So this is where I'm coming from. And Claude, you're using your phone. Obviously, I know you don't like Holding, and I want to hear what you have to say about this. What's your take on Holding?
No, he's a good defender for the Championship. Yeah, good.
That's just.
But the top level. No, I'm not sorry. Too many mad moments for me. That showed the other day he's not. Hasn't got the brain there. You saw the other day against Villa where he didn't closely mark. He was marking space instead of Watkins, and then we turned that goal in. Everyone was going, it was Cedric's fault, but when you think about it, it's still not in a dangerous area where Cedric giving the ball away. Then you look at the centre half. He's marking space, and Watkins has got a free shot and goal. So that's poor defending, very poor, and that's what I'm saying. I think in the Championship, yes, I think he'd be a good Championship defender. If you want to win or challenge for titles, I don't think he's good enough. No.
Okay, can I ask you guys this question, right?
Sure.
Okay, among English defenders in the Premier League, and I'll give you time to think about this. English defenders in the Premier League. English. And the reason I say English is because you need English. You need there's a quota of English players you need in your squad, right? And you want to go for the best that you can get. Among the English defenders that we have, he's holding up there in the top 10.
Definitely.
I mean, he's obviously in the top 10. I mean,
when you're talking English, the English player, the English doesn't have a defender anyway. So
yeah, they got Harry Maguire.
They have who?
Well, Hings.
Tyrone Mings.
Sorry,
Tyrone Mings.
No, Mings. Yeah, Mings. Yeah.
Well, if
Is
they
Tyrone
if
He's really good.
is, but I would pick Tyrone Mings over
But
Holding. Yeah.
Rob
For him to
Holding
be in
can't get in
the.
the English
Do you
spot.
think?
Get in
Do
the
you
English
think Mings
spot.
is better than Holden?
Yes.
Personally, I think
Yeah.
he is. Personally, because of, and the only reason I say he's better, in my opinion, is because I think he's faster. The problem I have with Holding is a bit slow, and that's a physiological inability. You can't change someone's pace. I don't know how he can do that, except he does witchcraft. But you know, I think for me, my major problem I have with Holding is his pace. For me, he has the positioning, he wins the headers. Pace is a big major problem for him. But I'm only going by what he's doing for the team.
But Claude says one thing earlier, and Akuma says it's only one mistake against Aston Villa because it's not marking the Aston Villa striker, right? That one mistake that he made left us where we are right now in the table. One mistake can
but
get.
He didn't make that mistake though, because I disagree with Claude. I'm sorry, I disagree with Claude because
is the one that is not getting closer to the striker.
How can you disagree with the voice of reason?
Because the voice of reason. Because the voice of reason.
Arsenal fans are not being nice at all. You see a player, he's one of our best players this season, Rob Holding. And you're
okay.
Tell them.
Let's sing the song. Come on, let's sing the song.
Okay, I got one question.
One at a time.
Why we are where we are this season? The reason why we are where we are this season has nothing to do with Rob Holding.
Thank you.
He hasn't got
best defense.
No. I know. One thing. Okay, one thing I want to say is my boy. I agree with you. It hasn't got nothing to do with Rob Holding, but the teams that get relegated from the Premier League is probably one or two mistakes from their defender lead to a goal. And they're not scoring goals themselves. So listen, let me tell you one thing. If we don't make that mistake that we made against Wolves or against Aston Villa, we're not going to be in 10th. We will be right now we will be pushing for the top 4. Right now.
Oh, you're putting a blame on the wrong person. For God's sake,
I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming Bo. You can see that day. I don't blame any player when we're on the channel. I just put the blame on everybody. I was just angry on every player. I'm not blaming. I'm not saying he's going to do the job by himself, you know. But what I'm saying, I will stand by what I said. Rob Holding is not the type of defender. Well, how can we go from a player like Tony Adams to Rob Holding? We want a quality defender that can get us to where we are. You understand what I mean?
Question?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Since the likes of Tony Adams, the likes of Kompany, the likes of John Terry, the likes of Carvalho, the likes of Van Dijk, these guys are mentioned. Can you tell me how many defenders have actually got into that level? Not many. I can't mention many. These players I've mentioned are probably heads and shoulders above many defenders in the last 20 years. Think about it. Not many.
Do you think Rob Holding will get to the level of those sort of players?
No,
probably not.
It's not.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That it's not the type of the player that should be that we should be. Arsenal shouldn't be saying that. Oh, Rob Holding is the number one right center back for us. For Arsenal, one thing I do want you guys to understand is we are Arsenal football. We are not West Brom. We are not West Ham. We are Arsenal Football Club. We want to be right in the mix and be challenging for stuffs. That's what I want.
Can I say something really quick, Tade?
Yeah,
Tade, can you hear me? Right?
We can hear you.
Yeah, Tade. Do you think Danny Ceballos is a problem?
Problem in what sense? How do you mean?
Do you think he has more negatives to his game, or do you basically what I'm trying to say? Do you think he affect our side in a bad way?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
For me, if you know when you are driving the manual, right, and you put the car in neutral,
right,
that's how I see Ceballos. He's just in the neutral. For me, that's how I see him. I can't say his body is good.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that you wouldn't
million. Will you buy? Real Madrid wants to sell him for 22 million. Should we buy him?
Oh, for 22 million,
I don't think we should buy him. Personally, I don't.
What I'm trying to say is that.
Never mind.
Say that again.
I wouldn't give them 22 million pesetas. Never mind 22 million quid.
Sorry, relentless.
What I'm trying to say is that you wouldn't say that he's the biggest issue in our. We have bigger fish to fry than Denny Ceballos. But if you want to be a top 4 team and go back to the Arsenal back in the day, would you say that he's good enough to start in that midfield?
You mean Ceballos?
Yeah.
No, for me personally,
that's the same way I look at Rob Holding. Like he's not the biggest part of our issue. But
this is why you guys are going back to what I've already. But you guys are not even convincing me, and you're going back to it. You're not giving me no facts. You're not giving me no reason. You're just saying it.
No.
You're giving me absolutely no reason. I have given you my reasons. How many times do you want me to give you my reasons? I've been speaking here. I've been speaking here for the last how many minutes now about giving you everything that I feel about this guy. You guys.
Let me tell you something. You can't always look at stats. Yeah, I know stats are part of the story.
No,
you can't always look at stats. But no,
did I? Excuse me. Sorry. Because anyone that joins now would make it look like I was talking about stats. Was it only stats I laid my reasons when I was talking, or you were not paying attention what I was saying?
What I'm trying to say is that if you look at statistics, if you look at Mustafi's last season statistics, and you look at Van Dijk's statistics, you would think that Mustafi is a better center back because he's had more clearances, more block shots. But that's simply not true. So you have to look at Rob Holding. Yes, Rob Holding's a decent center back, and he's a good enough to start week in, week out for maybe a mid-table club, maybe Southampton, maybe. But if you want to be a big team, this is not the guy that's going to lead you and lead your back line into a top 4 finish or a Premier League. That's all we're trying to say. He's a decent center back. Trust me, I like Rob Holding.
Okay. I get what you guys are saying, but do you think Gabriel will be the one to lead us back there then?
Excuse me?
Because the reason I ask this question is because Gabriel has made more mistakes this season than Holding. So if you're gonna say Gabriel, if you guys are gonna tell me that Gabriel is gonna be the one to take us back to glory days, and he's made more mistakes than the players that you guys
Gabriel,
are maligning,
ever since Gabriel
and he's played lesser games, and he's played lesser number of games. He's played 15 games. Holding has played 20 games this season, and he's made more mistakes. He made a mistake in the Everton game, we gave him a red card. He made a mistake in the Tottenham game. He also made a mistake in what's the last game that he made a mistake? Southampton as well. So this is the same player that I feel is a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he's made more mistakes that has led to goals this season than Rob Holding. So are you gonna take Gabriel then ahead of this guy that has made lesser number of mistakes? I don't listen. Let's not dwell too long on this because this is already how many minutes.
He has given away a penalty. Rob Holding hasn't got a red card. He hasn't considered a penalty. He keeps his head down. Are you still coming for this guy? Is it because it didn't cost 50 million? It didn't cost 50 million.
It cost 2 million.
Exactly.
No. You guys just getting it wrong.
So he's not going to turn into a magic.
Yeah, let's get into ratings, guys. We will not finish this discussion today. So let's just get into rating. Who am I gonna give this Aubameyang to today now? Let me just give Akuma. Let's just start. Akuma, what's your rating? I'll ask you guys what you guys feel about Aubameyang as well. But the rating belongs to Akuma. Akuma, what's your rating for him?
Hat-trick 9 today. You can't get more than that.
Does anyone disagree or does anyone agree with that?
Disagree. I'll give him 10.
You give him 10? Wow.
Fair enough.
Okay, so 10, 9, 10, 9. Do you know what?
9.
I think
I will go with 9. You should have scored 5 today. He misses 1.
No, give him 10 because he's been going through a lot of stuff. Give him 10.
Okay. So there are 2 10s, 2 10s, and 2 9s. I'm gonna be the decider for this.
Give him 10. Give him 10.
And my cursor is on 9, so I'm gonna give him 9. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the 10 is better than performance. William, Claude, this is for you. Claude, this is for you. William.
Well, what did he do when he came on? Nothing. He might as well have stayed on the play with 10 men. 0.
What? I don't have 0 on my rating. Can you give him something else, please?
Wait, can you go lower? Can you go lower than 0?
What are you giving him quickly? I don't have 0. I don't have 0 on my rating. You need to give him either something.
You have to make a 0. You have to make a 0.
I don't have a rating.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be kind, yeah? Yeah, I'll give him 1 for putting the shirt the right way round.
Oh my God. Okay. Pepe didn't play today. El Neni.
Give a player.
Do you guys agree with? Sorry, did you guys agree with the 1 for William? By the way.
No.
No.
Do you know what?
I'll probably give him maybe 3.
No, that was harsh, man. Come on, Claude. That was harsh. I would have given him like a 1.5. That was harsh, man.
that's not even better. Jesus Christ.
So we just
4. I don't know.
4 would be all right.
4.
Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna stick to 1. I don't want him to hit me raw. I'm gonna stick to 1, please. Sorry, Claude. Anyway, if you're just joining, there's a link right there for your player ratings. Please, can you do the player ratings? I totally forgot to tell people. Just do your player ratings. It's right there at the bottom of the description. Please do your player ratings. I want to see what you guys feel about the game. Ada El Neni.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't do much. I give him a standard 5. I don't know.
Standard 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Because I feel it's unfair. I feel it's unfair if you guys are giving El Neni 5 and then you are giving William lesser, because both of them, as far as I'm concerned.
But what we say to that, what we say to what you just said is, if El Neni came in before William, it's possible that we're not going to concede those 2 goals because we will have more protection in front of the back four.
But is that William's fault, though? That's not William's fault.
Yeah, but it's not William's fault. I understand, but we will probably have. Like what I'm saying is, we'll probably have more protection to stop those 2 goals going in.
Okay. All right then, Mossy boy. Well, you're talking, so just keep talking. What are you gonna give Luis?
William, what am I gonna give?
This is not William. This is Luis.
Luis, sorry, Luis. They win the game, but they still concede 2 goals. I'll probably give him 6.
6.
Yeah.
Osman Ali agrees with Claude. Claude, you have a lot of people here that are just, I don't know.
0.
No, man. So you give him a 6, right?
6. Yeah, okay. That's right.
Cool. All right, Cedric, this is for you. Nathaniel.
I think he was decent today. I'll give him. I don't want to give him a 7, but we can't do 0.5 here, right?
No,
I don't have 0.5, unfortunately. You
know what? I'm feeling generous there. I give him a 7.
You give him
Why
a 7?
did you give him 7 though?
Well, okay.
Because he didn't really do anything wrong. I felt like he cleared his lines pretty well.
What did you say?
I wouldn't say he had a great game,
He doesn't have a great game. He just do the defending as
keep in mind, this guy's playing at left back. He's playing at left back.
Yeah, I understand, but this is my argument last time, that we should have getting a proper left back in when the window is still open, but we didn't. But 7, just that's, to me, that's a little bit high. That's all.
Yeah, I think 6. I like the shot on goal. He had a shot on goal at the end of the game. The keeper saved it. But I think 6 is okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
so
but without him, Aubameyang wouldn't get a hat trick because he was the one who pressed the player. All game he was pressing the players, and he made the Leeds player give away the ball, which led to Aubameyang's hat trick. So that's why I'm giving him. And plus, I'm feeling generous today, so I'll give him a 7. And I thought he played all right today.
Okay, it's your rating anyway, so we just have to agree with it.
So, Claude, what's the rating for him? Quickly, Cedric, do you agree with 6 or 7?
I'm going to give him a 6.
Okay, Akuma.
6.
A 6. Nathaniel, I think everyone outvotes you in this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with a 6 as well. So that's the decider.
I mean, it's okay. I agree with both, but I'll just give him a 7.
Yeah, I think this overruling, I like it. I enjoy it when I have to overrule. Yes, Leno. I think I'm gonna do Leno quickly. Leno considered 2 goals. I thought he did all right. There was this shot. I mean, at the end of the day, he still considered whether we like it or not. There was this shot that that he saved. I mean, I expect him to save it, to be honest, because it was near post. Any goalkeeper that messes up near the post needs to be flogged. That's one of the reasons why, seriously, that's one of the reasons why the goal Bellerin scored, in as much as I was happy as an Arsenal fan, I felt that the goalkeeper really messed up there. That was a near post. You shouldn't be, you should cover, he didn't cover that small space properly. And, and I felt he did very well. Just because we won the game, really. I'm tempted to give him a 6, but there was nothing he could do with any of those goals. Thinking about it, I'll give him a 7. Just because he made some saves, and
I agree with that.
I felt he didn't make any direct cause of any of the goals today. So I'll just give him a 7. Quickly, Nketiah. Is Nketiah still in this team?
He wasn't.
That means he's not made. That means he's not made the squad twice now in a row.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So why are you putting him up for?
I'm scrolling past him, Claude. I'm scrolling past him. Sorry. Emil Smith Rowe, Akuma.
7 today.
7?
Yep.
He had an assist. That was about it.
Yeah, but apart from the assists, then to me, if it comes to me, I wouldn't give him more than 6 today.
Hey,
this is why I said that this guy need a rest. He's getting tired. Trust. When he get drained out, then you will know what I'm actually talking about.
It's true.
Because he's getting tired.
Yeah.
I think I agree with the 7. Does anyone agree or disagree?
I'll give him an 8.
I disagree. I'll give him 6.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I'll give him an 8.
Oh.
Okay, so there's an 8, there's a 7, there's another 7. What about you, Ada?
7.
7. Claude?
6.
6. So we have how many 7s? We have 3 7. We have 2 7s and 1 8 and 2 6. So I think 7 is gonna take the vote.
Because of the assist.
Yeah, Shaka, this is for you. Your beloved Shaka, Claude, and you better give him a good rating because he had an assist today, and then he also created one chance for Oba.
I couldn't care less. Man shouldn't be playing for the club after.
Don't give no subjective rating here, Claude.
No, I'm just saying he shouldn't even be playing for the club after what he done against what was it?
Crystal Palace.
Easy.
When he threw the armband down at Aubameyang and decided to tell our fans to get off.
That doesn't.
I'm not giving him anything. I'm giving him 4. And they
Come on, man.
Come on, Claude.
Man.
Go on.
Okay, I'm gonna take this round. What do you guys think? Obviously, Claude is not in the mood to rate this guy.
Xhaka gave the ball away way too many times. Even he was furious with himself one time. He was like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with me?" I don't know.
How many times though?
No, but what? But
I felt he played well.
Is Ada watching the same game as we're watching? I can't remember him giving the ball away.
I will. If I can send it to you, I will even send it to you where he was hitting himself. Like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, but that was just the one time, not many times.
Xhaka knows what's wrong with him. He knows he's not good enough. That's what he knows.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a 90 minutes game. You cannot be 100% in everything you do on that 90-minute game.
Yeah.
At least you will have 1 or 2 mistakes. You understand
what about
I
the
mean?
things he did well? What about the things he did well? He created.
We have to see what he did well, because this guy, I don't know what he has done to himself. He kind of, from the past few games now, it's been good for us in the midfield. You understand? It's not like, but before, I'm one of the people that are saying that these guys shouldn't be playing for Arsenal any longer. But he has turned himself around and just put his head down, and he just wants to get on with the game with the tax in hand. He just wants to kind of
playing well.
He's playing well.
Because of Partey, he's being like a good influence on him.
Forget Partey. Before Partey, he was playing better before Partey even came in. It has nothing to do with Partey. When Partey is on the pitch,
but now
on the pitch,
we have a proper midfield next to him. Xhaka, he might raise his level a bit even more, because even though I don't really like Xhaka, and I don't think he's that great of a footballer. If you give him one job to say, you know what, stay back, try to win the ball, try to give off. If you tell him to do a simple job, I think he'll be able to do it effectively. Even though I don't really rate him that high, I feel like if you tell him to do one thing and one thing only, I feel like he can be good enough. Today I thought he was decent. So
what do you rate him? What do you rate him?
I'll give a 6.
Okay, you have a 6. Ada? I'm suspecting you give him a 6 as well.
Yeah.
Mossy boy.
Yeah, I agree with 6. Yeah.
All right, Akuma.
Because of the assists, it's a hard one. I'll just go for 6.
Okay, then I think I will just probably give between 4 and I will just give him a 5 because obviously the main person that was giving him rating gave him 4, so we'll just give him a 5. Saka, Ada, quickly, Saka.
Saka, I would also give him a 9, like Aubameyang, 9.
9, okay, interesting. That's a high one. Did everyone agree?
No,
I'm not agreeing with that. I would give him 8.
8, yeah. And also,
I give him an 8.
Second best player on the pitch. Very close to Aubameyang for being man of the match. 9.
Yeah, he's like an 8.5 for me. Saka did excellent today.
9, not 8.5, 9.
Okay, 9.
I would give him 8. Every all the corners today is just don't go past the
corner. We know he's corner. I don't really understand why
he's the new Ryan Giggs. He's the new Ryan Giggs, mate.
Ryan Giggs. What Ryan Giggs? Ryan Giggs can give a better corner. Let's be honest. I love Saka, but Saka's corners are atrocious.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to take them.
Will be
That
better
doesn't
than
take
Ryan
anything
Giggs.
away from his game. He doesn't.
No. But why do they give it to him?
He can score goals. He's the new Ryan Giggs, mate. I'm telling you.
Not from the corners. Anyway,
He'll be better than Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs is overrated.
He can do everything else. He can cross.
Nathaniel, behave yourself. Maybe you were like a kid when Giggs was playing. Don't say that,
what's the matter with you?
Don't say that, man. Giggs was another level, man. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna stick with 2 9s and 2 8s, I think. Yeah?
No,
2 9s and
wait,
2
are you
8s.
gonna give him an 8? Are you gonna give him an 8?
Okay, I'll stick to 9 before you guys chop my head off. Bellerin. Who is next for Bellerin?
Bellerin is me, must. Oh my days! I'm not gonna be too harsh on him, but because he actually what is it called? He scored a goal today. But the only thing that is letting him down still is he can't defend. This guy can't defend for nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
He cannot
But we know
defend.
that. We know that.
So and the first ever show that I come on to you, Tade, that's the first thing I mentioned, that we actually have the worst right back in the league at the moment. So because you did not agree with me, Ada.
She likes Bellerin, so
statistically he's the worst in the league.
I'm not kidding. Tell me. Okay, Ada, you say you don't agree with me. I'm telling you right now, Bellerin is worse than any right back in the league. I'm telling you that right now. So let me tell you one thing. Are you telling me Fulham, who is at the bottom of the table? Sheffield United, right? I will take Sheffield United right back, which he can defend better than Bellerin to come and play in Arsenal team, in that Arsenal team. Trust.
That's one player I agree with Arteta to start. I agree with Arteta to start Bellerin.
So are you telling me that if you're Arsenal manager now, Bellerin will be the first name on the team sheet?
Yes.
No.
Really?
A top 6. Yes.
You will choose Bellerin on the first name on the team sheet.
Ahead of Cedric, yes.
Ahead of Cedric.
Listen, I think he's
Come on, Ada, come on. Let's be real here. Let's just be real.
When you break your ACL and you come back after 8 months, it's not easy.
I'm not saying it's easy. How long has it come back now?
Sorry, one at a time.
How long has it come back now?
He is getting himself back to full fitness. You must also understand that. So his speed, like look at when Grealish bodied him in that goal. Of course, Bellerin doesn't have that pace anymore. But this guy, okay. We were 9 men. Look at Bellerin still trying to cross the ball. Aubameyang was anonymous. You know, but I like Bellerin, okay? And I don't like when people say he's the worst. He can't be the worst.
Listen,
so are you telling me it's not the worst in the? Okay, tell me which right back Bellerin is better. Are you telling me Bellerin is better than Tariq Lamptey in Brighton?
better.
Let me say one thing.
Someone
Sorry,
else.
Claude. Claude was going to say something right before.
He's very good for the catwalk. The catwalk. Brilliant. No, right. And his fashion. Well, he's good on fashion.
I want to say something.
Listen, wait a minute. He has no interest in winning. He says winning is not important. I don't want players at my football club that don't think winning is important.
People are trying too hard to win a game of football.
He said Sanchez wanted to win too much. Well, I don't want players with that mentality at my football club.
But I want to say.
He did say that.
What I want to say is,
sorry, Mosibo, hang on a minute. Sorry. Yeah. What he did say, not in the way Claude said it. Obviously, he said that. But he did say that Sanchez wants to win too much. Now that's absolute nonsense. You should be fired up as a player.
He said it was a bit too much. It was a bit too much.
He should have been another one of Wenger's lot out the door.
And another thing, right, just to add to, is the fact that this guy doesn't even watch football. He doesn't watch other teams. He doesn't watch football. Now, I did a video. I did a video.
I do not want him at my club then. If he's not interested, I want winners at my club that want to win games, not when they feel like.
Bellerin doesn't help himself. Yeah,
no, he doesn't, because look,
he talks too much. He just talks all the time.
All you see of Bellerin, right, is with these stupid coats that he got, all flashy earrings. And all this fucking carry on.
I don't know if I'm still stuck in the rings, but
you are.
Concentrate on your game. You are. 100 grand a week, right?
110 precisely. 110. Just add the 10.
I'm not saying he's the best player, but I don't think the way Arsenal.
Forrest is a better right back.
Come on.
Cedric is a better right back.
Okay, let's move on. Player rating. Player rating.
So no, just before we move on, there's something I wonder. I talked about this.
I don't want someone that's only interested in planting trees. All right. I want a player that's football. I want a player is dedicated and it's got the mentality to be a winner. That's why we're like 10th, right?
You make a good point.
Today, we're all going mad because we won the 10th place playoff against Leeds. That's what this club has come to.
I'm not excited today.
There we go.
I thought we beat Aston Villa, I'm not excited today at all. And I don't know how it will be with Benfica and Manchester City and Leicester. What if we lose all those games? It will be so.
He's got to go then. He's got to go.
But you shouldn't be here in the first place.
Exactly. Why are we employing a manager with no experience? This is a big club, Taddy. Right, a big, massive, major club.
We're gonna get into this discussion again. For God's sake, don't make me cry, man.
But when you keep talking about Bellerin, that is the core of this club. No,
wait. What are we talking about now? Bellerin or Arteta? Which one?
They're all okay. By the way, they were both living together. That's why he keeps playing him. Every week he keeps playing him because
you know what?
Living with him. That's all.
I know they are close.
We're gonna have a proper discussion. In fact, you know what? We're gonna have a proper discussion about Bellerin.
So I'll see you guys.
No problem. No problem. Thanks for coming on. Yeah,
big up everybody.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
Same to you, man. Speak it louder. Some people on here.
Commercial blackmail.
I want to
commercial blackmail. Happy Valentine's. I've never known in my life.
What I want to say, I've done nothing personal at all.
I used to live with a woman. I used to live with one woman before, right? Valentine's Day. Right? You know what? I bought her? She was expecting flowers. I bought her a Hoover because the fucking room was dirty. Yeah? As a present. A Hoover.
My goodness. Claude, you're old school, man.
I have to go continue my Valentine.
All right, then. Happy Valentine. Thanks a lot for coming out. We're gonna be...
After 20 years, you get fed up and you walk out the door. It's no such thing as love, Valentine, all that crap. It's all rubbish. It's
just like football and talk to people. The
only people that love you properly is your mother. Once your mother's gone, that's it. All the rest is all fake. All of it.
I love you, Claude.
I love you.
Thanks a lot for coming. Let's finish up this. Let's finish up these player ratings. Yeah. Let's finish up the player ratings because I want to talk about some things now, but I'm gonna park it. I want to talk about.
I can't believe you put this headline instead of talking about us winning a good win. Happy Valentine. What is this crappy headline you're putting up? What's it got to do with football?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Are you done? Are you done?
Right. Rose are red, violets are blue. Oh God, what a load of fucking nonsense. What a fucking load of nonsense.
All right then. Let's get going. Let's get going. We don't want this guy to ruin our Valentine. Bellerin.
65.
Okay.
I'm
doing it. Yeah, but what I want to say before Ada left is nothing personal. You understand what I mean? But it's just not that the player is not pulling his weight at all. He's not doing that. So, but because he scored a goal today, I'll give him a 5.
I think someone's TV or I don't know is on there. I can hear myself. I don't know if you're watching this stream in your house or something. I don't know who, but I can hear myself. Reduce the volume a bit. Okay. Listen, just before we go, right? There's just one thing I want to talk about Bellerin quickly before we go. And I talked about him during the week on the show I did, but I didn't get a lot of people. And I still want to talk about him again. Personally, I'm really inspired by Bellerin. I am inspired by what he does off the pitch. Because he does a lot off the pitch, the fashion stuff, the plans and everything, the recycling of the fashion.
What good is that for our football club?
I know. That's why I said I am inspired by him off the pitch.
There's no inspired. I don't care less what he does on that. He is paid 100 grand a week not to be doing all that crap off it. It's not. He's paid. Dedication should be on the football pitch.
And I agree with you. For me, the problem I have with him right now is it's difficult as a creator for you to be able to dedicate to both football and fashion. You need to choose one of it. The reason why you have the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of Messi dedicated is because they're not distracted by any other thing else. They dedicate their life to the sport. And then later on, for me, I feel his mind is divided. And that's one of the reasons why he hasn't developed beyond where he was before. Because I still see the same mistake this guy makes back in the days. And back in the days, all he had was pace. Now the pace is gone. We're not seeing much from him. And that's just what I wanted to say about him, really. About Arteta, we'll take it some other time. So who was going to rate him? Who was going to rate him quickly?
It's me.
Okay, what are you giving him?
I give him 5.
Really?
Because he scored a goal and and again, you score a goal. The only reason why I'm being generous. It's trust. 5 is enough. And because he scored a goal, this guy can't defend at all.
There's a bit of echo coming from you. Are you still watching? I can hear the echo from you, Mossy boy.
I think it's his mic.
No, it's not me.
Okay. Right. I think it's your mic then. Anyway, do you guys agree with 5? I feel 5 is harsh, in my opinion.
I'll give him 4. I'll give him 4 because he scored.
Oh, come.
You're just being harsh now. You're not being subjective now, Claude.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I don't think defensively it wasn't that great in the second half, definitely.
The second goal was his fault. I get it. Because obviously he didn't mark the guy that passed the ball through him and all that. And, I get that. But is that the only reason why you're going to give him a 4 or 5?
If that's a 0-0, that's important, isn't it?
But it wasn't a 0-0 at that point.
Yeah, but if it was a 0-0 and made that mistake, it would be important, wouldn't it?
Right. Okay. Cool.
But Tade, before we move on, that if not because of the goals we scored in the first half, if we actually went in 0-0 in the first half, we actually lost that game because we only scored 1 goal in the second half. Leeds has scored 2 goals. We lost it again.
I agree, but then again, that's not how football is rated. That's
correct. Yeah, you're right.
What is the result? 4-2.
The result 4-2. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Was it 2-0 at half time?
No, it was 3-0.
It's 3-0 half time. 3-0.
That's what I'm saying. It was 3-0 half time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Rob Holding, I'm gonna rate him. Thank God that the rating is coming to me. Thank you. I'm not even gonna talk too much about this guy, man. I'm not gonna talk too much about him. Just for appearance, I'll give him a 5.
Simple.
Because he didn't do anything in the game. Gabriel. Gabriel.
6.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Anyone disagree with that?
No.
No one? Good. We'll move. There's no time. Ceballos, quickly. Well, Claude, Ceballos.
Claude.
That's it. Wait, that 5. That's it.
He gave the freaking assist to Bellerin's goal. What is it with you, man?
So what?
He gave the assist
for 1 assist. 5.
He gave the... Freaking hell, man! You're harsh today, man. What's up with you, man? Do you need me to send you a Valentine gift or something? Tell me what you want. Just tell me what you want. I'll send it.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Do you want a Hoover?
To put that show, Happy Valentine, right? I had enough of watching Ty yesterday. Have you seen Ty? Did you see Ty yesterday with that woman? Did you see it? Has he ever been on a date before? He's got a lovely young lady in front of him. He's going, what's that all about? What's happening here? What's happening? You've got a date in front of you. What's happening?
But Claude, one thing that Ty did that I was so amazed. He mentioned something before that if he actually go on a date with a girl that he doesn't know, they have to share the bill half, and he stick to his word. He actually said to the girl that principle that we have to share the bill half.
Yeah, but it's all very well with that sort of thought, but I'm afraid he's not going to get much.
The only one thing that girl picks up, the only one thing is a Yasmin picks up. He's eating the pizza with a knife. It's so funny. I can't I can't stop laughing.
Is this a Nigerian thing now with the knife? Is it? No, I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
Do you want me to tear my skin with a knife while I'm eating? I'm not gonna do that shit.
You're not gonna do that.
About that yesterday, right? What actually made me laugh the most, right? I don't know if you guys noticed, was when Cecile was taking the food away, and he said, "I'm not done yet. Don't take my food away. I'm not done yet."
I'm
not done yet. He actually said, "Can you keep it for me? Can you keep it for me? I'm coming back."
She's asking him, where are we going to go on from here? And he didn't know what to say. I said, what's going on? Let's go talk. What's going on here?
Oh my days, man. That was funny, man. That was funny. Anyway, I'll
pay half. Pay half, and I'm telling you what, if you pay half the bill, you ain't even getting invited round for coffee after that. No chance.
All right then. Anyway, okay, let's round up. Ceballos, you give him a 5, yeah?
There's me thinking romance was dead.
All right, Claude, are you giving him a 5 or a 6? What did you give him again, Ceballos?
What, Ty? What, for the dinner
date? No, not Ty. Ceballos.
I get 2 out of 10 for that dinner date, mate. And he didn't even take his bloody hat off. Give
Ceballos a freaking rating. Forget about Ty.
No, but I wonder why he didn't take his hat off when he
said his hair was bushy. That his hair was mashed up. She asked him, and that's what he said.
So is William.
He's like William, exactly.
I don't get it. I really don't understand it, man. The man's sitting there.
Rating. Let's go back.
What am I doing? What are we doing? What's happening? I don't believe it.
To football, for God's sake. Let's go back to football. Ceballos, 5 or 6. 5 or 6.
I'll give him a 6. Go on, because he did that assist. Yeah, give him a 6.
I guess
he's like the what you call it. He's like one that goes round in circles. I don't know. It doesn't go far. You know what I mean? Just goes round in circles.
Well, to be honest, that's why I said I used the new when I was explaining when someone asked him the question earlier. Anyway, before we get to Arteta, quickly let's take Odegaard. Mossy boy. Quickly.
Odegaard, for his full debut today, I'll probably give him 6 as well. So yeah.
Does everyone agree with that? Because you guys were big game up at the beginning.
Was that who? Odegaard?
Odegaard, yeah.
I thought a 7 today. I thought 7. Very good.
Yeah, I thought 7 personally. I thought I was going to give him the same thing with Emil Smith Rowe. I thought they pretty much affected the game in similar ways. It was tidy, but I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Akuma?
Yeah, well, I would go 7.
The only reason why I gave Smith Rowe 7 was because of the assists, but they were both on a similar level. But 6 for me.
We'll stick to 6 then.
Today, I would have given him a 7 or 8.
Yeah,
but...
we'll stick to 6 then. We'll stick to 6.
Okay.
Arteta, everyone, Arteta. Akuma, Arteta. Quickly. 7. Claude, 7. Arteta, 7.
I was going to give him a high mark for the first half, but second half, he substitutions were all wrong for me.
All right, Swiss. Even Elneny was wrong as well.
Luckily, it didn't. The timings were all wrong. Luckily, it didn't cost them the game. So I'm going to be. I think I'm going to give him a 6 today. 6.
All right, Mossy boy. What about you?
I'm going to go with Claude as well. 6.
All right, I'm going 7, 7, 6. There's no 6.5, so overruling. I'm going to give him a 7 because we won the game. Right. Okay, one last one. It was not controversial today, so I would say that.
No controversial.
Now, how about the first penalty incident?
Yeah, but I actually like what the VAR did today. They're not 100% sure, and they told the referee just go and look at the monitor and make the decision yourself.
Yeah,
that is what it should have been done in the past.
Yes,
and they get it right. So they get it right, because if you look at it, Saka has already been going down before the actual player made contact with him. So they made the right decision on that.
This is the same referee, you know. This is the same referee that once gave a goal when it went for a corner. Do you remember that?
Was it him?
It was Reading, I think. Reading something. I think it's this guy.
But that must have gone through the net. The ball must have gone through the net.
No, it didn't even. It went on the side, and he gave a goal because the crowd was shouting, and he gave a goal. No, it's true. Well, you look at you look it up.
I didn't know this was him.
Hey,
I didn't know this was him.
Yes, he made the major error. He called a goal when that's before goal line technology was in power. Yeah, before that, it was Reading Watford. I think. If I'm not, I might be wrong. Look at Google Stuart Atwell.
Okay.
Stuart Atwell.
I'll look into it then.
No goal. Stuart Atwell, no goal, and you'll see it.
I'll look into it. Why are you giving him a rating today?
Today, got the penalty wrong, didn't he? Until he looked at the VAR. If that was the FA Cup, that would have been a penalty, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he did too badly.
I think actually what that foul on Aubameyang didn't even get a yellow card, did it? That was terrible.
But he didn't see it.
It's an accident, though.
Yeah,
it's an accident because they both jump and they're coming down. Aubameyang get down quicker than the other guy, so he just stood on his Achilles.
Okay, I'll give him a 6 today. 6.
And let's be honest, he got the other penalty right.
Yeah,
the one from the goalkeeper as well to Saka. So 6, Mossy boy, Claude 6, Akuma
6.
6.
Yeah, we'll stick to 6. I think I'll stick to 6 to be honest. I'll stick to 6. Alrighty then. That was good. I don't know if anyone did this survey today, to be honest.
I did it, man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I did it. I did it as well. Yeah.
All right, let's quickly check it quickly then, and we end it. I need to eat. I'm a bit hungry. Yeah, I am hungry, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
My food is cold. I need to put it back in the microwave.
Right. So let's see what the analytics is for this. Okay. Where's the analytics? Quickly. Oh shit.
There's only one man in the match.
Who?
Aubameyang has got to be man of the match.
Definitely he's the man of the match. He had 3 goals, isn't it? So that's totally expected. If they don't give him man of the match, then they're totally out of their senses in a way. So
what's this thing apparently that's come out of with Arsene Wenger? Apparently they're all talking about it. I haven't seen it with Richard Keys.
There's an interview he did with Bain Sports. I haven't watched it
yesterday. I watched part of it.
Apparently, he said he had to sell the players, which I find incredible.
He had to sell.
Yeah, he had to sell. We were going bust, and then I think to myself, well, why did we buy this new? Why did we get this new stadium if we were going to go bust with it? Then
The owners, of course, the owners wanted to make money. What do you think? The owners wanted to make money.
We had to sell players to we might as well have stayed at Highbury. Sell players so we didn't go bust.
Yep.
If you haven't got the money to buy the stadium, don't fucking buy it then.
But no club normally has the money.
That stadium.
No club normally has the money.
I would rather stayed at Highbury. Right? No, I'll be honest with you. Right? I would rather have stayed at Highbury.
No,
right?
The problem is they.
But
we had stayed at Highbury, you would have said, "Oh, why is the club not growing?" You know,
yeah, exactly.
Highbury was only 38,000. And look at
Chelsea's only 40,000. And look at the success they've had.
Yeah, but they have an owner though. They have a different
but
financial structure.
Claude, you do realize that Emirates Stadium, the reason why we're making so much money from Emirates Stadium from the sponsorship from Emirates themselves, and it's part of the deal.
Where's it got us? Where are we doing with it? Every time I hear we're skinned.
The Chronicles are actually, you have to ask them that question.
Yeah, well, it's bullshit. He was saying every time he sold what else? He said something really ridiculous. I can't remember. I heard snippets of it. He was going. Vieira and Henry wanted to leave because they didn't. This is another thing, right? This is why, if it's true, then they're the biggest rats going. They wanted to leave, right, because there was too many young players at the club, and they wanted to win trophies. How about helping them young players to a trophy instead of just chasing the fucking? Do you know what I'm saying? They've got. If that's true, what he's saying, they've gone down in my estimation. But the pair of them.
But wait, do you really need anyone to tell you guys that Henry wanted to leave? You don't need anyone to. It was very obvious, and this is one of the reasons why. And I don't know about what you guys think about this. Personally, I hate it when people have a go at the likes of Van Persie and the likes of Sanchez. I don't like it. They call them a snake. They call them this, and then Henry gets a free pass. That's absolute nonsense, in my opinion. First and foremost, I don't even agree with the whole snake thing, because if I'm a footballer, I'm doing my best for the team, and I want to win.
Exactly, and you have to remember that. And I've been in the inside the game. As much as you could be like, for example, what's his name? This Arsenal player of the game, Jenkins. What's his name again? He was right back for us.
Jenkins, Jenkins. The
one he's an Arsenal fan. But Arsenal said we don't want him anymore, so it goes both ways. So it's so easy for us fans to say, be loyal. But if a player's not good enough, even if he's been an Arsenal fan all his life, we say, "Oh, we want you gone."
Exactly.
No problem with the player saying
that.
But
hold on. He's only claimed to be in Arsenal in the Arsenal team is because he had an Arsenal duvet. He couldn't fucking be. He wasn't even a good player, was he? Come on.
But Claude, we're talking generally now. Van Persie paid his dues, in my opinion. He played very well for us whenever he played. Sanchez played very well for us whenever he played. Most of the Fabregas played very well for us whenever they played. Now, they were not seeing growth. And they look at themselves and look at their teammates and they'll be like, do you know what? I'm putting in so much effort. I'm putting the assist. I'm putting in the goals. And you are just thinking, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah,
if you're not going to buy players,
take the blame for that because he let them go.
Yeah, he should have gone to the ball.
He should have gone to the ball, right? Said, make sure you get the players that these players stay, right? He should have gone to the board and said that, or I'll bugger off, and you can take the shit.
But that's not what I'm talking about, though. What I'm talking about right now is,
you know why?
Why do they call this player snake?
That's the question. And took the rap. £10 million a year. That's why he took the rap for it.
Please, just stop. Are you telling me that this guy was not worth that money? Are you telling me Wenger was not worth that money that was paid?
No, because he
what do you mean no? What do you mean no?
The club by going along with
no. He gave you three. He gave you first 10 years. You were not saying this. Things started going south, and then you started having to go at this man.
Well, true.
Are you telling me that
you're as good as your last day in your job, mate? That's life.
And you wonder why football fans don't stay loyal? Why they run away from us all the time? Well, we're so quick to frame it. 1 minute we'll be like, yeah, you're the best next thing since sliced bread, and another minute, well, we want you out.
No, but you don't understand where I'm coming from. Listen. Those years, right, when Ashley Cole, all these players were leaving, he stood and said, well, in the players, he wasn't looking at the club's interest, right? He weren't even looking at where the club was going, because you don't just sell your best players, just like that. He should have said to the ball. Right, you keep.
Wait.
You keep these players and you add to these players, or I'm off.
Yeah, but you got to look at the finances.
If that was Jose would have fucking got. And he would have fucked off.
Yeah, but he has no deep ties. Jose didn't have deep ties to Chelsea compared to Arsene Wenger. He had deep ties. He wasn't just an all.
Deep ties mean fuck all when he
as well.
Do you realise when he left this club? When he left this club, we were in a bad state. We
were.
Right. So and now every other manager has come in and they can't do it and they make it even worse. We should have replaced him with a top guy rather than all these managers that he replaced him with.
It depends on
but
what
you know what? The ball, someone needs to stand up against the board and say, look, this is not good enough. You've got to invest in the club. You've got to do this. The next manager that does that stands up and look, even Arteta now, I support the board.
He has to. He's a
hold on. Oh no, he doesn't have to. He's an
employee. They've given Arteta a life once.
In other words, he's a yes man.
Do you know why Tuchel got sacked in PSG? Do you know why Tuchel got sacked in PSG? Thomas Tuchel. Do you know why he got sacked?
You tell me why he got sacked.
I'm asking you. Do you know?
No, I don't know why he got sacked. Bad results. Okay. What? Tell me.
Do you know why? Are you telling me you don't know? Okay, fine.
No,
since you claim you don't know, because I know you know, I'm gonna tell you what I understood. Right? Himself and Leonardo, they don't get along, and then he went against the policies of them, getting rid of some of the players and not getting replacement. And he went to the public to voice that out. Good. And Leonardo said something in the lines of, you can't disrespect your employers or owners like that. Him and Leonardo didn't get along. It wasn't because he wasn't doing well as a coach. It was because of the way he handled the situation of the transfers. That's why they got him sacked.
Well,
that's why they got him sacked.
Because at the end of the day, when the bad results, it's on him. Good on him. Good on him to put them under fire. Good on them, because all these directors of football, right? They pick these players, and then the managers say, "Well, I'll have to get on with it and play them." Yeah, I can't believe that. Listen, this is another example. Arteta. Do you really think he wanted Willian? Do you think
he said he spoke? But he said he spoke to. From what I'm hearing, he had a conversation with Willian. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Do you think he wanted him?
I don't know, but he said he's had a conversation with him, though. He said he had a conversation with Willian, and they convinced him. And don't forget that Edu as well was inside the deal as well, because obviously he's Brazilian. So I don't know. Listen, let's not get into another thing. I think we'll have to come to the end today. It's been interesting conversation as usual with Claude having a go at my Valentine overlay, which I think looks very good. I think you guys agree it looks very good.
No, I don't. Anyway, it's commercial blackmail, man. It's just commercial blackmail. Where's your landlady with the rose? Where is she then, Ted? You tell me. If you believe in it, where is she?
I'm not. Look, I just put this because it's a Valentine's.
How comes your friend? You always go and see. She has not come round with any. You haven't gone round with any flowers, have you?
I don't do flowers, mate.
Well, exactly. So you don't believe in all this rubbish, do you?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't put my Valentine on.
You only because Ada was there, you were saying you were going along with it. Yeah, you didn't want to. I know what you're like. I know what you're like.
We're gonna come to the end of the show.
I don't care if there's another lady on the screen. I will say what I feel.
We're coming to the end of the show. Mossy boy, any last words from any of you, please?
Look at all my chips have gone cold now because of this.
Yeah. But the last word I want to say is a very good win today. Then we just move on.
Claude,
to the
can
next
you allow him to speak?
I should get paid for coming on here.
You know what I said is a very good win today, but yeah, after the 2 goals went in anyway, so I was a little bit panicked, but we get over the line, so which is good. We just move on to Benfica. Hopefully, we can get a win there as well. Yeah.
This is an hour of my life I'll never get back.
I know you enjoyed it, Claude. You always enjoy coming to have a battle with me. Any last words, Claude? Is that your last words?
No.
Any last words?
Don't get into the. Don't get caught up in this Valentine nonsense.
Okay, thank you.
It's a commercial blackmail.
Okay,
Start
thank you.
realizing how much money you could save if you just stay in bed on the 14th of February. Thank you.
Thank you. Akuma, last words.
Can't complain too much. Good result. But like I said, the test is on Thursday.
All right, then. Cool. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. It's your boy, the Blunt Pundits, lovers be lovers, haters be haters. And I'm out of there, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Peace, man. Thanks, man.
You don't need a coach. You don't need a coach